Hello and welcome to Columbus Local Podcast. I'm Len D'Amico, and this is episode number 134. We're opening 2026 with really, I think it's going to be fun getting to know Brian Weiskittle.
Yes, sir.
Brian, how are you?
I'm good, Len. I'm good.
I'm glad that we're able to do this. This is the first show of 2026.
Honored.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Brian is a fireman.
Yes, sir.
And he's also a musician that is seen all around Columbus in various capacities. But Brian, how would you describe yourself, musically? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I'm a campfire strummer.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had a quote that kind of fit everything. I'm reading Kenny Chesney's book. And if I can find the quote where I wrote it down. Anyway, the gist of it was, here it is. I found it. This is Kenny Chesney, his guitar style. Let the vocal lead the track and let instruments support the emotion of it. And so when I read that, I'm like, that's me. That's me. So,
read that one more time.
Let the vocal lead the track and let the instruments support the emotion of it.
The emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm a rhythm guitar player. I'm an acoustic guitar player. I've been playing since I was 8 years old. And, I'm 3 chords in the truth is what basically
it's funny
I am.
you say that, man, because I've been saying that a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's a line in All Along the Watchtower, as performed by you too, on what album was that?
Rattle and Hum?
Yes, sir. It's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah. When Love Came to Town.
Oh my God, good music from 4 fiery dudes, man.
Yeah.
Still really trying to get out there and just break their sword with music.
Yeah.
And All I Need
Yeah.
is a red guitar, 3 chords, and the truth.
Yeah.
And that so resonates with me. It's amazing to me that you actually just said that, Brian. What's it mean to you?
Those were the first 3 chords I was taught, G, C, and D, when I was 8 years old, and it's just stuck with me ever since then. If I can take any song and put it into G, C, and D, that's my wheelhouse. And then you add the E minor and the A minor and an F in there every once in a while, but I like to stay with the basic G, C, D.
Yeah. Okay. And that's your vocal comfort, musical range.
Yes, sir.
And for music, are you writing 100% and playing your originals, or are you throwing some covers in? What's your mix of material for people that are listening may want to come see you?
Mostly covers, everything from country to rap to rock, everything. I play everything because I listen to everything. And now that I have that album out, which I'm sure we'll talk about, I have some originals that people want to hear when I play. So a lot of my originals make it into it. And when I see people, how they enjoy my originals, I play more of them. So, it's...
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
For you then, where are you playing, Bri, around Columbus?
Mostly...
So we keep an eye out.
Mostly Pickaway, Ross, Hocking County.
Okay.
Because we live between Circleville and Chillicothe. And my wife, Kathy, back there, she bartends at a place called Alibi's in Adelphi, which is down in the Hocking Hills. So mostly around there. But I have ventured out, to the Ruckmore and Grove City. And so, yeah, I've ventured out into Columbus quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. And I know you were at Ruckmore regularly in the fall period of time, and you were on my list to try to get out and see, and I've been so busy lately.
I got 2 more dates there. One coming up on the January 16th.
Okay, so that's soon.
Yeah, and then I'll be back there in March.
Awesome. Yep, I want to see you live. I've heard
Great.
some of your music that we've shared between each other, and music is so diverse. It really is. What is it for you? What is music for you? How's it filling Brian up?
it's everything.
Yeah.
You know, you can hear a song, and it can take you back. And here's another Kenny Chesney reference. It takes you back to something you remember in your life, and that, I mean, that's what it is. You know, it brings up good memories. It brings up bad memories. When you have something bad going on, you put on a certain song. When I was going through my divorce, the song "Let It Be" was what I would put on my car and just crank it. And when they got to that George Harrison guitar solo, I was bawling my eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's everything. Music is everywhere. It means everything. I do some gigs at some retirement homes, and that is so wonderful how those people, you know, respond.
Yes.
To, you know, somebody that's just sitting there, don't even sure if they know where they're at, and I'll start singing a song and they'll start singing along with it, and that just fills my heart, you know.
Yes, sir.
It really does.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
And it is the universal language.
It is. Yeah. You know, I've read stories about, you know, Kiss, my favorite band, being in Rio de Janeiro, and they don't speak English, but they know every word to Strutter, you know. So, yeah, it is a universal language, and it means so much, and it reduces stress. In my case, with what I do, it's an extension of the firehouse kitchen table, which is what we sit at after runs and in the morning and have our coffee. And my gigs have become just an extension of that. I get a lot of my firefighter friends at my gigs.
Oh, yeah.
And I call them the overhaul crew. Because, you know, after a fire's out,
shout out to the overhaul crew, right?
We go in and we do overhaul after a fire's
overhaul,
out.
okay.
Yeah, overhaul. You know, overhaul after a fire. We get all the stuff out of the house so it doesn't catch back on fire. So, you know, music is part of that overhaul. We don't want the problems we have to catch back on fire.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that, do
Right.
we?
Nope.
3 chords and the truth, man. What's the truth to you? Dude, that's heavy. It's a heavy topic.
I know.
You want to go there? We can move on.
I mean, George Jones comes to mind first for me.
George Jones. Why George Jones with the truth?
He stopped loving her today. In my opinion, the greatest song ever written, and it just gets right down to it. He loved her till the day he died. You know, and that's the truth.
Yep.
You know, songwriters, you write about what you know. And I've talked to Eric Gnezda, and when I was starting to write songs, and he told me to write what I know. And I said, well, I got 30 years on the fire department. He said, well, you got plenty to write about then.
Yeah, brother.
So, yeah.
You do. What year was that encounter with Eric?
That's probably about 3 years ago.
3?
Yeah, I just messaged him. I reached out to him, and I sent him a couple of my songs, and he loved them, and he said, just keep on doing what you're doing.
How did you know to even reach to Eric?
His show on PBS that I watch.
Which the Songs from the Center?
Songs from the Center,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great show.
I know.
I watch it every week.
It's so spiritual, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so deep. And if you want to look for the truth, that's a good place to start, you know, is watching that show.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
In my opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah. Absolutely.
So, were you writing and doing your musical prior to meeting Eric, or was Eric sort of a spot for you that gave you that right turn in that direction?
I was just starting then to write. I've always written. I wrote a song. A friend of mine in junior high school, we wrote a surf song back in like 8th grade. And that was the first song we ever wrote. I actually just finished it a couple years ago because I could remember the chorus, but I had to add verses to it. And I made it kind of a thing about life where, you know, when the wave comes, you just catch it and surf it.
Yeah.
You know, so, but then I majored in communications at Ohio State, and I was always a pretty good writer. I could bullcrap my way through a lot. I actually won an award my junior year at Ohio State for the communication department for the best paper written. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's freaking awesome.
Kathy's real impressed with that.
Her eyebrows have just raised.
Yeah, they raise a lot around when I'm around.
Brian's wife, Kathy's here.
Yeah.
And she's in the peanut gallery, and she's hanging out with us.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah. But this kind of all started a few years ago when a fellow firefighter took his life, and I was really close with his family because his nephew or cousin, one of the two, was my son's best friend in school, and he got killed in an auto accident.
I'm sorry.
So that really, it still hits our oldest son hard.
Understood.
But when this young man took his life, I couldn't sleep, and I got up in the middle of the night and I wrote a short story called The Firehouse Kitchen Table, and I put it on Facebook, and it went all over the country. I had people asking me, can I use this? Can we hang a copy of it up in our kitchen? And then a firefighter out of Texas who does motivational speaking tried to say that he wrote it. He tried to steal it from me.
Dude.
And when we found out about that, I didn't want to do anything. I'm just like, if it helps somebody, let him have it. Yeah. But I came home from the firehouse, told Kathy about it, and after about an hour of stewing, she looked at me and said, "This is not right." So I owe that to her.
Good person there.
Yes. So I called a friend of mine named Bobby Vascio, who is a captain on the fire department. He's about ready to retire, and he has no fear. So he went after this guy and made the guy cry.
Okay.
He was calling me, trying to apologize.
Okay.
And I reached out to everybody, and I on the fire department. I said thank you, and they said, you don't understand. This story belongs to us. This story belongs to the Columbus Fire Department. So went along with that, and then when I started playing this music, I decided to start writing a song, and The Firehouse Kitchen Table was the one that I chose, but I didn't know how to start writing a song. I had no idea. It had been years. So I reached out to
since the firehouse.
No, it had only been a couple years since I wrote that story, but it had been 8th grade since I wrote a song.
Oh, gotcha.
So I met a man named Anthony Clay at Arch Madness's house on his podcast.
Anthony, I haven't met Anthony. I'm dying to meet Anthony.
The dude
Clay.
is.
I know, man.
Green 13.
I know. He's huge.
So I sent him my story, and he wrote the first verse and the chorus, and then I wrote the rest.
Wow.
And ever since then, something just broke loose, and I've wrote hundreds of songs now.
Wow.
Hundreds
of songs.
Yeah. Yep. I've got a lot finished. I've got a lot half done. Just like everybody else. I hear something that might be a good line in a song, I write it down. Yeah. So I think that's the way it works.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
It's interesting because different people write different parts to different musical spots. Like, for example, for me, I don't think I'm a lyrical person, but I'm more of a rhythmatic person. Mm-hmm. So things that I have originally come up with are all like melodies, or if I hear a story or if I hear a song and I listen to the author talk through it, there's usually a rhythm to the writing that I can actually try to bring to fruition. Mm-hmm. But I don't write. You're a person that writes.
Yeah.
Where are you hearing this stuff?
Everywhere. It could be on a run on the west side.
Damn, dude.
It could be something Kathy says to me. It could be something our
captain says as you guys roll out for a run.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, be careful out, or whatever. Yeah. Whatever he'll say, or that day, or whatever.
Pick me up a bottle of pop or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just anything. It could be something one of our grandsons say. Only one of them's talking right now, but yeah. So, but pretty soon, 2 of them will be. But yeah, it's anything, and I always write it down. What did I hear the other night? The man that wrote "Bless This Broken Road," he said when he started thinking of that song, it was a pullover moment, and he meant by that I had to pull over off the road because I had to write this down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Profound.
Profound. Yeah. Love that stuff.
Oh gosh.
It's so deep. We didn't mention that Kathy's country music royalty.
Okay, so let's do a little shout out to Kathy. Kathy is your wife.
Yes, she is.
And she's in the room as the sole proprietor of the official Neil Peanut Gallery.
Okay. Yeah. Her great uncle
Yes.
was Roy Acuff, who wrote the Wabash Cannonball,
Oh my gosh.
the first star of the Grand Ole Opry, Acuff Rose Music in Nashville, and so yeah, Kathy.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to do like a Chris and Morgan Stapleton thing with me, but she won't do it.
You can't force somebody. You have to maybe try to encourage them, maybe to
Right,
do
right.
a little something. And she's giving us the hard no sign.
Yeah, it is a hard no from her. It's a hard no.
Well, I think, Brian, it sounds to me as though the last 3 years have been pretty busy for you.
Yeah.
As it would relate to music.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in 26?
Well, this is the highlight so far.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me?
You got the first show out of 26,
Oh, my
man. It's
goodness.
like you got a spotlight. There's a little bit
I have-
for me, but it's very private.
I
right?
have listened to every second of every show.
Really?
Yeah, and I love it. I've learned so much. John Schwab,
I know. What a blessing.
what a great guy. They actually played at Alibi's where Kathy bartends, and I think I correct me if I'm wrong on this, John, but either his dad or his grandpa was a firefighter for Columbus, and he worked at Station 16, which is at Weber and McGuffey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can't remember whether it was his dad or his grandpa, but one of them was on the Columbus Fire Department, and John and I have talked about that before.
Did you know the gentleman that was related to John?
No, that was way before my time. But yeah. I didn't know it until John told me. So yeah.
Are you volunteer or are you
Career, yeah. I'm in my 31st year.
fighting fires?
Yeah, I'm an in-charge paramedic because that's 90% of our business is EMS. So I feel like I'm pretty good at a paramedic, and somebody needs to hold that mantle for EMS. It's really tough, but I'm a mentor to the younger medics, and that I really like that position. I'm really big into our peer support, our mental wellness. We've had 8 people from our fire family die within the last 2 months, and 6 of those were in the last 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
Retired and active, but not expected. Not they, none of them were in their 90s. They were all young.
And not in the line, not in the line of duty.
No. Well, my friend who just died, he got cancer, and that's definitely line of duty. He's still active.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Had a man retire. He was a civilian, but he was our supply man. He retired, and his retirement lasted 2 months. He died. So, the thing swirling around in my head, I can retire anytime I want. And you hear these kind of things, you're like, man, I got to get out. I got to start living my life. But it's a tough decision to make. But we're close. All
right.
Yeah, 3 years.
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
3 years. 3 years max.
Sand keeps shifting on me.
Yeah. 3 year. I got to be out in 3 years. That'll be my max retirement. So
Okay.
January.
When you say you have to be, is that the fire
It's
department rule or guidepost?
I got into something called the deferred retirement option,
Gotcha.
and it's to keep experienced firefighters around, and it's 8 years long, and you have to retire at the end of the 8 years, or you lose the money that they put in. So
Gotcha.
I've got 3 years of that left.
Okay,
So
well, that's a good plan.
Yeah, I can do it because I work at a little bit of a slower station now, out at Bolton Field Airport on the southwest side. And when I'm not taking a run, I roll up the back door, I watch airplanes take off, and I play my guitar.
And you're writing songs.
I'm writing songs.
Are you learning covers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're still learning some
Oh,
covers.
yeah.
So you'll hear
yeah.
one. Someone will say, "Hey, why don't you play that?" Do you look it up on the fly? And are you that guy, or you'll work it until maybe the next show?
No, most of the time I'll come with it right now unless I don't know it. I can't remember anything. My mind is gone after all this stuff on the fire department.
Yeah.
And so I take sheet music. I have sheet music. I have notebooks that I take with me to my gigs because I can't do the iPad thing. I've tried. So I have a music stand, and I have notebooks with music in it, and nobody seems to mind that I'm.
No, man, nobody.
Yeah.
No. They want to feel what you got going on.
So I had a friend of mine make me this big toolbox looking thing, and I put my notebooks in it. And when somebody wants to hear, Big Bottom by Spinal Tap, I reach around and pull it out of my notebook.
Let's play that when we're done. We have some stuff later on front. Jeez, that'll be fun.
Yeah, you said you had a storage facility full of guitars.
Well, there's some of that too. Yeah, there's some of that. I have plans for all that stuff. I want to look for somebody who wants to learn how to play, and I've done that before. And I think if you are able to see somebody's desire, and there's not. I've heard this in a movie. It happened to be an Italian movie, The Bronx Tale, which is a lot of life lessons in that movie.
Oh yeah.
One of which is there's nothing worse than wasted talent or wasting something that maybe somebody can't see.
Yeah.
And so if you can be a part of helping somebody see, that's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Especially with the universal language.
Right.
Especially. So, yeah, there's a game plan for that.
A lot of my songs,
and it's in action.
A lot of my songs, I have come back from a bad run, and I've sat down and wrote a whole song after the run about that run. And I've got a song called "Filling Up My Mind and Emptying My Heart."
Yeah,
it's kind of it's the end of a chorus from a Garth Brooks song, "What She's Doing Now." And it's just a kind of a compilation of a month's worth of runs, this seeing a baby die, seeing a teenager get shot, seeing a man have a stroke. It fills up my mind and empties my heart. Yeah. But all my songs, I try to turn around into a positive. So the last verse is, I'm heading down at Route 23, the wife, the dogs, and the grandsons waiting there for me. And the chorus changes to emptying my mind and filling up my heart. So I always try to make the song end on a positive note. I have a song written about two of my friends who had a gun in their mouth, was about to pull the trigger, and either the phone rang or somebody walked in the door.
It's amazing those things happen.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody higher is working there. That's all you can say.
There's no question that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the higher power?
I have, because
or felt it.
Almost every time I take somebody to the hospital that has a cardiac arrest,
yeah,
when they call it, when they ask for a time of death, I swear, Len, every time I walk out into the hallway, I hear the music play over the loudspeaker, and that means that a baby was just born upstairs.
Right.
So it's the circle of life, and
it is.
I don't know how you can't have a job like mine and not believe in a higher power, because the things that I've seen,
Yeah.
I've got a great tooth story for you whenever you're ready. That
Dude,
has nothing to do with a higher
power. Let's jump on that right now.
Okay, so 20 some years ago, my first assignment was East Livingston Avenue at Station 15, and Viagra had just came out, or as they call it, the generic form is mycoxafillin.
Niacin.
Yeah. So
Niacin.
Yeah. So I get a run, an older couple in their 80s, and he said, we just got this new thing called Viagra. I'm like, okay. So I said, what can I help you with? The run was an injured person. And the wife wouldn't say anything. But the husband said, well, I got a little crazy with the Viagra. And I decided to perform on my wife, and my front partial came out, and we can't find it. It's in there somewhere.
Is this a true story?
It is a true story.
Okay.
So his front partial was
there
in the birth canal.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get it out. So I just took her to the hospital. I wasn't going to try to fish it out.
I don't know that I could resist. I'm sorry.
You know, ever since you started wanting tooth stories, I've had that in my back pocket for you.
Oh man. Well, everything came out okay, right?
I assume. I kind of dropped them off at the hospital and just kind of
Oh,
went
and
back
then you
to
left.
Yeah, I didn't stick around.
All right.
Yeah.
You wished them well.
I did.
Man, that's a good one.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. Kathy actually has one from Alibis where a guy took a piece of PVC pipe and made a tooth out of it. So.
Really? Yeah. Kathy, why don't you come over here and tell us that story real quick?
He does. He's better stories.
All
It's
right.
just the guy, he got his tooth knocked out and he was waiting on a partial and he couldn't stand it, so he just took a little piece of PVC and put it right there.
In the bar while he was hanging at the bar, or this is how he was operating.
He did it.
that night
He did
when
it at home. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was ready to go that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my backup tooth story.
That's both of them are kind of the same vein of possibility.
Sure.
I mean, that guy could have ended up in the same spot as the first story.
Sure. Maybe he did later. I don't know.
I don't know.
The weakest link. That's what he always says when he walks in.
Yeah.
I don't think that came through, but it'll be okay. You sure you don't want to come up here and help us? Come on, Kathy. She's funny.
Oh yeah.
Alibis. That's a great, and how there's great bands that play at Alibis. Fantastic music at Alibis.
Rich
not too far away from Columbus.
No, Rich and Tab Durst and Mike Shaw have done a great job there.
Shout out to Alibis.
Yeah, and it is amazing. It's a beautiful setting in the Hocking Hills, and they made this outside venue completely sold out for McGuffey Lane. Gypsy
Kings is there a lot.
Rock This Way.
Frequently.
Yeah, Rock This Way.
All the top bands. Yep.
I will forever be grateful to Kathy's bosses there because they let my band play there when we started our band. And I told them, I said, I'm expecting a lot of people. And we had almost as many there as McGuffey Lane did for our first show because a ton of firefighters came down and their families.
Right on.
And that was our first show. Rich, he also lets me host open mic night down there. And I've got a couple young kids started on great solo guitar careers down in that area. And he has me play there all the time. And of course, Kathy's slinging the
She's
suds.
a part of it. Yeah.
She is. She is.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's a great place. It absolutely is a great place.
And you guys have weaved all this into your lives, right? I mean, you're both working. You're both busy people.
Yeah.
You have family.
Yeah.
And you're making music work. Mm-hmm. And you're able to do it together.
Yeah.
And that's really a magical time.
Absolutely.
To be able to do that.
Yeah.
You're fortunate.
We are. We're blessed. Very blessed. Kathy prays for us every day.
I understand.
We go to the X Church in Canal Winchester, and we took our grandsons there for a Christmas Eve ceremony. And our oldest grandson, he's 3, Lane. He's into monster trucks and stuff like that. And he had been to Monster Jam over here at Nationwide before. And when we walked into that church, he said, "Is this Monster Jam?" He thought it was Monster Jam. So, yeah, little things like that. That's what keep us going. It's just so great. So great.
It is great. Mm-hmm. It's a blessing, and it is something you guys obviously, you don't strike me as taking anything for granted. You guys are just grateful for any and all of the above, consuming as well as, doing that exchange that you were talking about earlier.
Sure. And
it's emotional.
Sure is.
That's where it's at. If you're not walking emotionally, I think you're kind of missing out a little bit. I'm just forever grateful going to see friends, bands, or going out and see you. Yeah. I think I will go down to Delphi and
you would love
check out.
Yeah.
Gypsy King some night, and or you or any of these Rock This Way. I mean, it's been a while since I've even been able to see Rock This Way. Yeah. Davey's just killing out there.
They are. Randy Gleason, he joined them, and he's a big solo presence down that way, and he joined that band and just made them. They're just off the charts.
Yeah, it's
so great.
It's a good lineup. It's an excellent lineup.
Sure is, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Gypsy Kings, for sure. The biggest part of that is Marty Hayes.
Marty's a good dude.
Jimmy Roseberry.
He's a really good dude.
Christy Kemper, I've known her
Love
for years.
Christy. She's so inspirational.
They've been so supportive of me. Marty Hayes,
Yep.
he's the best.
Yep.
And
How about the drummler in the back?
oh, he's something
Dude,
else.
he is a jewel.
And don't sleep on Kent Wolf, the bass player.
No, don't sleep on any of those guys. No
And
way.
so Marty and Kent and their former drummer Kevin Young are all from Circleville. So Marty and Kevin still live or Kent still live in Circleville. Marty does guitar lessons, and he's a great teacher. So Kathy got me for Christmas some lessons with Marty, and I couldn't grasp the concept.
Well, Marty's a blazing talent, blazing guitarist, and I've never seen him do acoustic oriented necessarily. Not that he can't, right? But your style is your style. Marty's style is Marty's style.
And Marty understood that. I was going to lessons, and he gave me that Bible, the book that you're supposed to have. And I was trying to do scales. I was practicing every day. I was trying to learn lead guitar stuff. And I told Marty, I said, I'm wasting your time. I said, I'm almost 57 years old. I have a hard time learning anything new. And we would end up just talking about Kiss for a half an hour, And so I thanked him, and he taught me so much just by telling me things.
Right.
But Marty is absolutely the best, and he's been doing it for years. But the one night Kent Wolf was sick, and they were scrambling to find somebody to fill in. So I walk in, and they have Ken Kaplan and our buddy.
Which one?
The Prue Dog.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a mentor of mine on bass.
I could not believe that guy. The smile on his face.
I know. He's a beautiful man. He's so beautiful.
And that night I was working the door taking tickets, and I went up and sat down because I'm like, I can't miss this. So I sat right in front of Marty. I'm still taking lessons from Marty at this time. And Marty plays, they played I can't even remember what song it was, but he did the whole thing in what he calls cowboy chords. Marty's a barb, but he did the whole song
on cowboy chords.
Cowboy chords, just so I could see that it could be done.
He's so awesome.
But I went out during the break, and I introduced myself to Sean, and ever since then he's helped me immensely.
Sean is a beacon of light in the music community. He always has been. He's whether he's running a jam. Mm-hmm. Or he is just hanging out with his girl Julie. They're always, both of them as a couple, are just cultivating individuals, and they'll help. People like myself included. You think you're interested in this stuff, and you don't know how to get there.
Right.
You may have goals. Sean's one of those people.
Yeah.
You go see. And talk to.
Yeah. Amazing.
And get to know. Then watch him perform and just get electrocuted by his energy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I could go on and on. We could do a whole podcast episode about how much we love this particular person.
Sure.
So I had a similar situation with Sean, meeting him and just being like floored, and thinking, well, he's not going to want to talk to me. But it's the latter.
Right.
He's open.
Yeah.
Everybody's open.
Right.
A lot of people, generally speaking, are willing to help. They just need to understand what you want to do.
And that's what I've learned from you on this podcast is that this isn't a competitive business. This is a collaborative business.
Well, it can be. There obviously there's some competition, right?
There are.
But and this is my humble opinion. It doesn't mean anything other than that. It's a perspective. But there's something, to be said for letting people create, not controlling it. Let them create and do it in a setting that's very comfortable. Mm-hmm. And so when you have no competition, you're able to identify the areas that you want to go closer toward as opposed to just getting shut down.
Right.
And so Sean's one of those people. Yeah. Sean's going to encourage, he's not going to make anybody do anything, but he's going to let you make mistakes.
Sure.
And then he's going to come back around and he's going to point out, hey, man, do what you want. But consider A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot in a sentence that he just gave me.
Right. Yeah.
And he's so right.
He sure is.
And so, I don't know. Again, he got me on Sean Pruden.
I know.
A lot of people have encountered him, and a lot of people are myself included. And that's not just Sean. There's other people that have really inspired and assisted me with tips along my journey.
And it's not.
I feel like I'm on my third or fourth music journey.
Yeah.
That's going to take me wherever it takes me.
As two of our daughters would say, we're in a certain era.
Yeah.
Because they like a singer-songwriter named Taylor Swift.
Right on.
But
Taylor, man.
I love Taylor Swift.
I love the person that she is.
The songs she writes. If a guy wrote those,
he'd be in jail.
It's not Taylor. It's the Swifties. It's like they say, it's not the Buckeyes. It's Buckeye Nation.
Oh, whatever.
So,
Let people create. Let people love what they.
Let people love what they do.
All I need is a red guitar.
Right on, and 3 chords in the truth.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
play that later.
Yes, sir. That's funny.
That would be fun. I'll be bass. You do Bono and the Edge, or whatever we do. And I don't want to eat up your evening either, but we should do something together.
We'll play a couple. I'd love that. That's great. So cool.
Wow. So your last 3 years is kind of encapsulated by everything you just kind of talked through.
It's really been the last 5.
Okay.
So like I said, I started playing when I was 8.
That's what I wanted to get to. How did that? What inspired you to start, and when did that happen?
I grew up in a little town called Quincy, Ohio.
Nice.
It's 15 minutes south of Indian Lake. 500 people. Salute, my hee-haw thing. I grew up around music. My mom's listening to, Wayne Newton and Elvis. I remember the day Elvis died. My mom cried all day, and we listened to the live Aloha from Hawaii album over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
So I had my mom's music. I go next door to my grandma and grandpa Heath's, and they were into the outlaw country. Willie and Waylon, David Allen Coe. So I got my fix of that. My grandma Weiskittle. Yeah. I play that all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I had a band by that name.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. It's all that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
No, we'll talk later.
Yeah. So I would go over to my grandma Weiskittle's across the street. She's listening to Frank Sinatra and, Sammy Davis Jr. And then my Uncle Rick, God bless his soul, Green Beret, died last year. He got divorced and he moved in with my grandma and grandpa Heath. So he had Steppenwolf, Three Dog Night, The Beatles, all those albums. So I got turned on to that. Then probably about 1977, I started growing a little bit, and some kids down the street asked me to come play basketball with them. I go into their bedroom, and I hear this music, and I see these posters on the wall of these dudes in makeup and spitting blood and breathing fire, and I'm like, who the hell is that?
Right.
And that was Kiss. That was Kiss Alive 2. And
you were gone.
I have a Kiss tattoo on my right arm now from the Rock and Roll Over album cover.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah. So and then the 77, my mom and dad took me to Bell Fountain, the best music, and bought me a Fender, a Parlor type acoustic, for $125. I still have the receipt, the bill of sale, and I still have that guitar, and that's my number one gig guitar. I just can't put it down. Kathy bought me a real nice Teton from BBB Music in Chillicothe.
Nice.
And I played both of those. But the Fender, it's just.
It's Fender.
The bad thing about it is, I played it when I was a little kid, and then it went in the corner, and then I got it back out in high school, and then it went in the corner, and I took it to college with me. Because my grandpa told me it might get me some girls if I take my guitar with me, and but then I got married and had kids, and it went back in the corner. It's just but it was always there. You know, that Fender was always there. So then my first assignment there at Station 15, I met a man named Mark Pinkston, who's passed away also, great bass player. And he said, hey, let's bring that acoustic in. Let's play a little bit. So I brought it in. He goes, that thing needs work. I'm like, yeah. So we took it down to Bill Foley at German Village Music House.
Absolutely.
And he fixed it all up for me, and it's played like a jewel ever since. Man. But, you know, I put it back down again because I had kids. So then COVID hits. I'm working at Station 17 on the hilltop, and I meet a man named Chris Nyland. And he has a guitar in his room. I'm like, hey, you play? He goes, yeah, you play? Yeah. So he said, bring your guitar in next day. So we sat out in the bay. We started playing. And then all the guys would come out. We had guitars and cigars every night in the bay. And she started working at Alibi's a little bit part-time. And my friend Stacy McNichols, who stood open mic then, and he said, hey, you ought to come and play. So I went and played. I played Lady by Little River Band.
Nice, nice.
And then Stacy was having a jam for the vets, because he has a group called Stages, and they're big into helping out vets down that area. So Chris and I practiced for about a couple weeks, and we went and did that jam, and we just blew everybody's doors off. And the next day, I started getting phone calls and texts. Do you guys play out? Can I hire you?
Heck yeah.
And ever since then, it's been nonstop.
Yeah.
And that was 2021.
Yeah.
So ever since then, it's been nonstop. I think my first 2 years, I played 150 gigs a year. And it's never let back. It's either me by myself, or it's Chris and I.
Like a duo.
Or various members of my band that we made.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know, whoever can show up, we you know, and play, we make it a party. So it's been, like I said, it's been nonstop since then.
The overhaul crew though, are they regular?
Yeah.
Or yeah, man, they're always there. Aren't they?
I have some of my fireman buddies that come to every single one of my gigs.
Yeah.
And it's just.
It's, you know what it is, man. The service.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
It's respect,
mm-hmm.
and it's. I think there's probably, you know, there's so many things that we can say. The point is, it's the spirits that are emanating your material, your music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's.
And the bar owners know that they see the firemen at my gigs, and they see the buckets of beer that they drink, and that's why they, you know, that's part of the reason that Cindy Disbennett from Milldam,
I love her.
She'll message me and go, give me some open dates and bring on them fireman buddies.
Yep.
So I got a couple dates coming up out there too. But yeah, it's just been, you know, I'm
trying to get her to do a podcast episode.
She would be great.
I just got to nail a date with her.
Yeah,
you know,
she's
to
awesome.
Get it done. I know.
Yeah.
She's got such great.
She's been around forever.
Insight.
Yeah. But yeah, it just, you know, we found a couple other musicians. We found a bass player named Seth Kirtland. He's also a firefighter. Our original drummer's name was Justin Colby. He's a little too busy, so we got a younger drummer named J.D. Latham. And then we found this police detective named Nick Sears. Nick plays the fiddle, the harp, and the bagpipes.
Damn, dude.
So when we have the whole band together and we can start out our gig with Copperhead Road, and he plays the bagpipe intro to it, and then he picks up the fiddle for the rest of the song, it grabs people.
God, yes.
It really
does.
Absolutely. Because Chris is a virtuoso guitar player.
Wow.
And we decided a long time ago to try Freebird to end everything. And Chris nails the solo. So we play it.
Dude, that's got to be freaking iconic.
When the band plays, we end with Freebird.
Oh, my God.
And now, with our new drummer, JD's crazy.
Man.
And Chris will do the guitar solo, and then he'll go into a 5-minute drum solo to end the gig. And it's really something. It's really something. But a lot of times, you know how it's hard having a band because not everybody can show up, especially with me. All my other guys are young. They have kids. They can't always show up. Actually, my band's playing at the West Side Moose on Demorest Road Saturday the 17th, and it's only going to be me and my bass player and my drummer because the other two can't make it. But what we do is we've decided that if Chris can't be there with the lead guitar, then Seth will take it over on his bass. He's really good at the leads, and I'll just sit over there and strum my guitar, and then he'll go crazy on the drums.
That's cool. That's cool. Bass is cool. You can play. You can utilize anything any way that you choose to, and that's what I love about just music in general. You just take anything and you make a bass sound like a guitar, or vice versa.
The Brown Eyed Girl bass solo. It's his favorite thing to play. Yeah. So that. So as far as my acoustic guitar goes, I'm a strummer. I'm not a picker. I never have been. I can do a few licks, but I've caught a little flack for that. But I justify it by going and seeing John Fogerty. And his son just stood back there with that guitar, and all he did was strum the whole time. And it gets you that rhythm of CCR.
Yeah.
And also I think back to Richie Havens singing Freedom at Woodstock, just going crazy. So, if my drummer can't show up, my acoustic guitar becomes the drums because I'm doing the rhythm,
Guitar and bass are very percussive.
Yeah.
They can be.
Yeah. So, that's what we do.
That's part of what you do.
Whoever can show up, we make the best of it, and people are always satisfied with and my band's name is Water on the Fire.
I was going to ask you what the band name was. If it was Brian, so it's Water on the Fire?
It's always good when there's water on the fire. That means it's going out.
Have you written a song, Water on the Fire?
I have. It's a bluegrass song.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water on the Fire.
Yeah, it's just
You're hitting all these places too, man. You're busy, 150 gigs a year.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's slowed down a little bit because of the grandsons.
Yeah.
I've started trying to play a little more locally, and you slow down a little bit, and getting into the writing. I was in the studio with Al Folk.
Nice.
Al Folk's the best.
Nice.
I believe he was brought up on your podcast the one night with I can't remember their names, but you had the lady and her daughter, and I can't remember their names. They opened up for Flock of Seagulls, and Al played drums for them.
Yeah.
But so they gave a shout out to Al that night.
I
remember that. Yeah.
They're supposed to be incognito on that episode. Did you guess who they were? We never revealed who they actually were.
I figured it out. Al helped me out with that because Al knows them.
I don't want to blow their cover. You may have figured it out. Yeah. I'll tell you off the air.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'll appreciate it.
I was
That's the lost episode 106.
Yes.
Right. That was actually
that was kind of cool.
Aired later.
That was cool. I like how you did that there.
It wasn't just me. It was the guest host that pulled that thing together. Man, they blew my mind.
Yeah, that was great.
They're cool.
Yeah,
they're very cool.
But I was looking for a studio, and everybody said go to Joe Veer's, So, but then all of a sudden, this guy Al Folk pops up on my Facebook, and his studio is 5 minutes from my house, right outside of Kingston.
Oh my gosh!
And this studio is.
It's funny how the moons align.
All I can think of is Muscle Shoals when I walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think of Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a beautiful setup, and he's the dude. He is Lebowski. I think his front license plate says the dude. But he is Lebowski. But he's the best. And Kathy loves him. He came over to our house for a diaper party for our son. They're about how to have our third grandson. But went over to Al's to meet him. And he said, "Hey, I like your Kiss tattoo." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I used to do some work out in L.A. and I was helping out a drum tech for Peter Criss, and we all went over to his house and smoked weed all the time. And I didn't hear anything else Al said the rest of the night after he told me that he smoked weed with Peter Criss. I said, I'm in.
Right.
I want you to record my album.
That's right.
So, did it every Monday evening. We'd throw down a couple tracks, and we got the album done. He helped me get it on CD Baby. helped me get it out to all the platforms, helped me get the CD done. Our oldest son and his girlfriend made me a vinyl copy of it off Etsy. So it was supposed to be for Christmas, but it got lost in the mail or something, so they're getting me another one. So yeah.
It's happened to me before with Etsy.
Yeah.
Orders. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know either. But and Al, I'm going to be going back here in probably another month and cut my second album.
Nice.
The first album is called Tales from the Firehouse Kitchen Table. It's all songs about the fire department.
Yep.
And artwork from my buddy Chris Klein, who's a fireman, and he does artwork on the side. And some collaborations with a couple writers, Anthony Clay being one of them.
Excellent.
But the album's done great. I mean, I ordered 100 CDs. I gave away most of them, but I have sold a few, and I ordered another 100. It's
how do people get a hold of your music, Brian?
Well, it's
Is
on
it all CD?
No, I got it on it's on iTunes, Spotify, and
Good for you.
and Amazon Prime.
Good for you.
And I've actually made in 2 months I've made $31 from downloads.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Now I'm curious, are you using DistroKid for your distribution, or what?
CD Baby.
Oh, through CD Baby, you can also interface to the major platforms.
It cost me $14 to get them on all the platforms, and then they take 10% of it. So if I sell my album for $9.99, they get 99 cents of it.
CD Baby seems to be reasonable.
I love it.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much lately about this. Is all the new stuff, the distro and the creators for Spotify. And all those other. But for you, you found that it's working for you. CD Baby. That's a shout out to CD Baby.
Shout out to CD Baby. Yeah.
Right
and I was going by, mostly I go by my name, but I also have we call it Skittles Acoustic, the therapy sessions, because, my last name's Weiskittle, so my nickname on the fire department is Skittles. And a friend of mine, Kenny White, said, you should call this the therapy sessions. So it's kind of like therapy, and then sessions is music and also therapy.
Right.
So, some people know me by Skittles, some people know me by Brian Weiskittle. So.
All right, man, I got it.
Yeah.
I've heard both.
Yeah, but it's been great. It's along with this beautiful one back here who looks strikingly like Julia Roberts.
That's what the little doppelganger was kind of going off. Julia Roberts,
and a little bit of Tawny Katane too.
Perhaps
she's danced on the hood of my Silverado before.
To me, she's always going to be Lisa.
Lisa.
I'm teasing you, Kathy.
I'll answer.
I'm teasing you, right?
She will answer.
Okay.
She will answer.
I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. That's all
No.
I'm saying.
No. She's farm girl.
I don't want to be on anybody's bad side.
She's a farm girl from Iowa. So.
That's all you got to say.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
she knows what a shovel can do.
Yeah. Kiss just put out
busted shovel handle too.
Right on.
Kiss did what?
Kiss just put out a 50th anniversary edition of Alive.
No, they did not.
And they have they have a concert there from Davenport, Iowa, where she's from.
Dude, that was one of the first albums. I bought the first Rush album and also that Kiss Alive, within a week.
Yeah.
Both of those albums are right over there. They were purchased and they were copyright 1974. 74, am I right? She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. Kiss Alive, 73, 74.
I think it was 74. Yeah. 74, 75, yeah.
It's a big deal, man.
It's funny, my buddy Arch Madness, everybody knows Archie. I wouldn't be here without him.
I know who he is. I met him one time.
Yep.
Great dude.
I was on his podcast.
That's a great podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's still doing it, but
it's morphed into something new. He's moved on. He wants to do more.
Good.
And he started a new podcast.
Good.
And it's great.
Is it music oriented in Columbus?
Yeah, well, sure is.
Okay, good,
man.
Yeah.
Archie's all about music.
Dude, I know, man. I love the fact that there's so many out there.
There's
a lot of music podcasts out there.
It helps when you have this lady by my side, but we met Archie one day and we just hit it off, and we become great friends.
So awesome.
When he told me he was going to move into a different era, here a few months back, I was one of the first people he texted. He's been so. Him and I share a love of a lot of different music. We both love this song called "The Last Song from My Resting Place" by Joe Bonamassa. That's about the band on the Titanic. and he let me play it on his podcast.
Awesome.
Acoustic.
Awesome.
And I mean, I got Anthony Clay sitting right there watching me do this, and I'm like, shoot.
Listen, the only reason I don't do music live typically, although if there's a guy like anybody wants to do it, I never discourage anyone to do it, but I want people to consume music. Your music the way that you would like for that to be consumed, and not at the mercy of however my setup is.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think
and more reachable.
Yeah.
Right.
Every one of my songs I've ever written are on Facebook, and I think they're on TikTok and YouTube also. Cool. Because I made videos and I uploaded them, and any song that I've written will be on there. But the Firehouse Kitchen Table song has become, it's just, I played it at funerals.
Mantra.
I played it at funerals. I played it at memorial services. I played it at all kind of things for the fire department, because it just,
it's your song. It's the department's song.
Yeah, it's my Detroit Rock City or my rock and roll all night.
All right, man.
Yeah. But I've also gotten into writing more songs about my life.
There's a lot of material in life.
I mean, I grew up in a small town, which was it was Norman Rockwell, but my
Quincy, Ohio.
Yeah, Quincy, Ohio. My grandpa was a little crazy with the hard farmer and hard drinker, and there's a rumor that my grandma burnt down the bar that he hung out at. So I'm working on a song about that. Betty. Yeah.
I love it.
So there's just...
What's Betty's maiden name? Oh, no, you don't have to say.
No, Betty Schneider Heath.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So,
from Quincy?
From Quincy. Yep.
So cool.
Yeah, it is so cool. There's so much to write about from just my hometown. I'm working on a song about the people I grew up with. A guy named Omer Evans, he turned 90, and he went to take his driving test, and they wouldn't let him give him a license. He's a millionaire farmer. So he goes and buys a $500,000 Ford tractor with an AM/FM radio, air conditioning, heat, and drives it to town every day for breakfast. He's gone now, but that's what he did. It's like, you're not going to tell me I can't drive. So little stories like that.
Right on.
Growing up on the Great Miami River, it's just.
What happens on the Miami?
What happens on the Miami stays on the Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like what kind of stuff?
No, it's just a little. It's we talk about life, okay? Yep. So, a little town called Roundhead, which is north of Indian Lake. There's a ditch, and these two streams start in that ditch. The Great Miami flows through Indian Lake, goes over the spillway, and flows through my town where I grew up. The Scioto starts right beside the Miami, flows towards Columbus, and goes right behind my house where I live now. And they both start in the same spot.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool. There's a couple tunes in there.
I told that story, and when I played at Froggy's a few times, and I've told that.
Indian Lake.
Oh yeah, I've told that story up there, and it's great. Yeah. It's just she shakes her head at me quite a bit. Yeah.
Kathy's cool.
She is very cool. She's as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The coolest side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else is going on with you, Brian? I don't know. I don't have a script ever.
Oh, I don't either. Yeah. We both suffer from CRS, which is okay for our age. And,
I'm a lot older than you are.
Yeah, a couple years, aren't you? And what year did you graduate?
High school.
Yeah.
81.
I'm 87. So,
okay.
Yeah, you went to Westerville South.
I did.
Okay, I went to my school was DeGraff Riverside.
In Quincy?
And DeGraff. We have two little towns, Quincy and DeGraff. I had 64 people in my graduating class. Man. So, I didn't get in trouble in school. I got in trouble when I got home. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I graduated from Ohio State in 92. I went to High Northern to play basketball, and before Ohio State, didn't work out.
That's cool.
So
it didn't work out. What does that mean?
Well, I knew I wouldn't go to the NBA, and I
Did you think that you were going to do that when you went in?
No, but I never drank in high school. I was always playing ball.
Yeah.
And when I got to High Northern and I was introduced to girls and Jack Daniels, basketball didn't seem very important anymore.
No.
So the basketball dream just kind of went away. And I had I had people telling me I should have walked on at Ohio State back then, but that's when Chris Gent and Jimmy Jackson were playing, and I would have been a practice dummy, so nah. Wow. That wasn't for me. But Ohio State opened up everything. I mean, that's when the old campus bars were there, Papa Joe's every weekend.
Mr. Mustard's.
Oh, Mr.
Rolling hard.
AC/DC cult night.
Yeah.
My goodness. But I
does
met...
your bagpipe guy, does he do Long Way to the Top? Is it a thing?
I got a story about that. We do.
I'm sorry.
No. We'll do it right now. I almost forgot. We do that. I would love to get John McGill to come and sing it from the Dan Project.
I love John.
Yeah.
How can you not love John McGill? He does his AC/DC.
He came to see me at Kelly Joe's Sports Bar in Asheville. That's where he lives. And he said, the next time I see you play, I want to hear Ted Nugent, and I want to hear Great White Buffalo, but you have to wear a headdress when you do it.
You have the Buffaloes thing?
I bought a headdress off of Amazon for like $5, and I keep it with me, so if John ever shows up, I can go right into Great White Buffalo.
Yeah. So is that an acoustic for you?
Oh, yeah.
You ever play electric?
No. I've got an old...
Even with the full band?
I've got an old Epiphone. It just doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
But anyway, bagpipes.
Yep.
We do A Long Way to the Top, and Chris and our other lead guitar player we sometimes have, his name is Cole Biedenharn. He does a lot of solo, plays up in Hilliard around. Great guitar player, great singer. He's a fireman also, worked with his dad. But he'll join us sometimes, and when we can have those two and the bagpipes doing A Long Way to the Top, it's just amazing. Because we'll do the call and response at the end. But every year, Nick is in our Columbus Police and Fire Pipes and Drums, and they do the St. Patty's Day, they do funerals, they do weddings. So every year we play, we have a fundraiser for the pipes and drums right over here at our Union Hall on West Broad, right behind COSI. So this year we played there, and when we did A Long Way to the Top, we had 3 bagpipers playing A Long Way to the Top. You talk about chills going down your spine.
Right on.
Yeah. But we do Amazing Grace, and then we do right into He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones.
Dude.
So
it sounds like a freaking awesome show.
It is.
Yeah.
And when I can get that full band together, which is kind of tough to do because, like I say, we're,
you're firemen. You're busy.
And
your schedules are haphazard.
The city's throwing that money at you to come work overtime. But
it's always a balance, man.
Yeah,
it's always a balance.
When we can all get together, it's
magic.
It is magic. Chris is, and I just stand there and kind of direct him because Seth, his harmonies are Michael Anthony like. Mm-hmm. Chris's guitar playing is just amazing. The guy he's just amazing. And but when we can all get together, it's really something special.
Awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And we don't do it as much as we like, but we really tore it up at Quaker Steak and Lube a couple summers ago. Sean Pruden once again. We tore it up a couple times at Papa Boo's a couple summers ago. I didn't really schedule a whole lot with the band this year because Chris was having his second baby. Seth, his kids are getting older. Nick, his kids are getting older. So, now Chris and Seth did show up with me at my last gig at the Ruckmore, and we did a threesome with bass and electric guitar, and they loved it. It was great there at the Ruckmore.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was really great. It was so cool. But yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's just, I just love it. And
I know the feeling, dude. I get it.
I have to give a shout out to my buddy John Capretta. Him and his wife, they're going to eventually own the Candlestick Lounge in Grove City, which has a sign out front that says live music, but they haven't had anybody live in there for like 40 years.
In Grove City?
Yeah.
Home corner.
Yeah. It's right on the corner of Stringtown and Hoover, behind the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
The upper deck is across the street, which that's where Kathy and I met when it was called Murphy's Upstairs back in the day.
I remember Murphy's Upstairs.
Yeah. I actually, a buddy of mine.
Lots of gigs.
A buddy of mine owned that.
Really?
And he gave me the sign from it. It's a 4-foot by 8-foot sign. And he goes, "This is where you and your wife met. I want you to have this." So I have it hanging up in my barn.
That's a cool thing.
It's very
man.
cool. Yeah.
Oh
Shout out to Daryl Moore.
What was the name of that?
Murphy's Upstairs.
Murphy's Upstairs.
Yeah. We named our cat Murphy.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the Candlestick Lounge, it's a dinky little place, but we've had the whole band in there before. And it's just, so that's where my very first solo gig was, at the Candlestick.
That's pretty cool.
It is very cool. Just, I can't get away from.
Here you are a couple years later, and you're hammering out at 150 gigs a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
With your music and covers that are pertain to the show.
And also filling up my mind and emptying my heart. I played it a couple times at this thing called the First Responders Bridge. It's a weekend where you can come with your wife. It's all free. They have talks on peer support and stuff like that. And I played that song there a couple times.
Man.
Yeah, Mickey Inger got me up there to play that. So it's just been
a nice start to a nice long journey for you.
Man, it sure has.
And Kathy.
Yes. Sometimes,
which is beautiful.
Sometimes she
you
gets
do
mad.
It together.
Yeah, sometimes she gets mad at me. I'm trying, but I'm you got to find your next mission when you have a job like mine. I know so many people that they retire. They were so into the fire department that they just come home and sit on the couch and they die. And I don't want that to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
We want to get a motor home. We want to travel.
And have a guitar with you.
And have my guitar with me. Yeah.
And play for your dinner.
Well, yeah, because I.
Well, I mean that's the ultimate, right?
My manager here brought back a good point. I got a good buddy named Jeff Yake, retired fireman, has one of those big motorhomes. What kind of motorhome is it? I don't remember, but anyway, he had me down to play at his motorhome thing. Had tons of people there watching us. I just played by the pool, did a couple shows.
Playing by the pool. Now,
playing by the
dude,
pool.
you just blurt that out, right? Hold on a second.
Playing by the pool in January.
Playing by the pool.
In Arcadia, Florida in January.
Perfect.
So Jeff's a little bit of a rebel, so he kind of got kicked out of that place. But he said, "Hey, I want you to come and play at the Tampa RV show. It's the second largest RV show behind Hershey, Pennsylvania." So I get down there, and the guy calls me. He goes, "Listen," he goes, "it's too late in the year for me to pay you. It's not in our budget." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm taking my wife to the beach. I'm staying in a motorhome with he's got one of those big motorhomes, big diesel pushers. That I don't need any money." So, that night the guy gets up there, introduces me. I'm playing at this huge tent with probably, 200, 300, 400 people there. And they said, "Brian is from Ohio. He's a fireman. He's not charging us to play." I'm like, "Well, I didn't really say that, but
they did."
So I start.
That's so funny. I'm sorry.
I start playing, and I put my tip bucket out front, which my tip bucket's another great story. We have this thing on the fire department called, drilling holes in your bucket, or, when you have a bucket of the things you've seen, dead kids, burn up people, your bucket gets full, you got to drill holes in it.
Yep.
To let
Get
that out.
shit out.
But that's everybody in life.
No,
okay?
I understand. I didn't mean to say it the way that I did.
No, you're right.
The element of damage needs to go.
Sometimes I think that we lean on that as a crutch as firefighters, because everybody has problems in their lives. So this is for everybody. But I have a 5-gallon bucket from Lowe's. I painted it red. I put a whole bunch of fire stickers on it, and I drilled a bunch of holes in it. And that's my tip bucket. So took that tip bucket with me to Florida, set it out front. People started coming up, walking by like it's the offering, like they're
Right.
And I just grabbed the bucket. We go back. We start drinking beer in the motorhome. And Kathy's like, "You want to count that money?" I'm like, "I don't know. I ain't worried about it." She looks in the bucket and she dumps it out on the table. $972 in tips.
Right. $972 in tips. You didn't get paid, but the people let you know what's happening.
And that means more to me, Lynn, than anything.
Brother, don't you think, what do you attribute that to? Like, I could say what I think, but what do you think it's all about?
It validates me. I had an issue when I first started. I didn't know how much to charge.
Nobody does.
And so I just asked somebody, and they told me what I should charge. And somebody came to me that I like, and they're like, listen, I'm your friend, and a lot of people are pissed off at you because you don't charge enough to play.
Right.
And you're undercutting people. I'm like, I don't know how much to play.
Nobody does.
I talked to a guy who's a veteran, and he told me how much to charge. Well, then I asked Marty Hayes about it, and I said, how much do you make?
He's a legend.
How much do you make a night?
Don't say it out loud.
No,
don't say it out loud.
It was like $50 more than what I charge. I'm like, okay. But what validates it is when I see the money in that tip bucket. I've seen 50s in there. I've seen hundreds.
Yep.
I've seen,
appreciation.
Bottles of liquor.
Yeah.
So that validates me that I'm doing well.
You're doing well because you're following your heart.
Yeah. It's kind of like back to the Kiss reference. Big Kiss fan, big Gene Simmons fan. The way I play guitar, I another thing that validates me, like Richie Havens and CCR, is Gene Simmons. Gene said, I love the way Eddie Van Halen plays, but what gets to me is that bass that hits you right there. God of Thunder,
First time I heard that song, I fell in love with rock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. God of Thunder.
Well, so...
And she...
Oh...
I'm killing you with kindness, man.
She with the Let Me Know jam on the end from Kiss Alive.
Yeah. So,
the last time Kiss played Columbus, it was at Nationwide on the 15th goodbye tour, and I told Kathy, I said, I want to take you, and I want to take all the kids. So $1,500 later for T-shirts and tickets.
Oh, I get it, man.
We're all going to see Kiss, and Kathy's like, She was excited about seeing Luke Combs the week before.
That's okay.
She's like, I think I'll like Luke more than I like Kiss. A friend of mine took us to see, what's the name of that Christmas band that Mickey took us to see?
Oh, is it the orchestra?
TSO.
Oh, TSO.
And all these people are like, oh my God, that is so great. And I'm like, none of these people have ever seen Kiss. Obviously, if they think this is what bombs are and fire. So, Luke Combs was great. But we go to see Kiss. I think 2 notes into Detroit Rock City, she's taking her bra off and pledging her allegiance to the Kiss Army. I mean, by the end of that night, all my kids were members of the Kiss Army. And my
Because of
wife.
her mom.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean,
good for you, Kathy.
Yeah.
Lisa's my girl.
Yes.
Just kidding. It's a joke. She could kick my...
That could be our inside joke.
I'm glad she's laughing.
Yeah, you need to call her Lisa now every time you see her. Yeah.
Definitely call me worse.
Yeah. Don't call me late for supper, right?
No way.
But yeah, that was great. And we talk about music in my job.
Yes.
Do a lot of special duty. From 1998 to 2020, I worked almost every home Ohio State game. Most of them I'm on the field. I'm standing right beside Urban Meyer, his first game as a Buckeye coach. And
wow.
so that's great,
Wow.
But I've also worked a few concerts. Nationwide Arena has private EMS. But I got a phone call. And my guy from Special Duty said, hey, what are you doing Friday night? I said, nothing. He said, Kid Rock is playing Nationwide, and he wants 2 Union firefighter paramedics backstage to protect him and his band.
Really?
So I stood right beside the background singers. The one background singer says, hey, can you open up that case and hand me what's in there? It was the cowboy hat that Kid Rock wears to sing Cowboy. And I'm like, no.
You opened the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
Reached inside.
I felt like Indiana Jones. Yeah. I felt
the hat.
Yes.
And handed it to the backup singers running out to him.
Yep.
That's pretty freaking
And then
cool,
he comes out to the stage.
That's a rock and roll story.
That was great. That was really great.
It's Beyonce's.
Oh, I was backstage medic for Beyonce and
Yep.
Kanye. Is that her boyfriend? Yeah. So
Conway West at the time. No, he wasn't with
not
her.
Kanye.
No.
Kanye
was with the.
No, what's her
Kardashian
boyfriend's name?
I
forget. But anyway, my favorite song of his is 99 Problems. I love that song.
Okay.
So it was so cool to see that right there. But seeing Beyonce, wow.
Yeah.
She's got it going on.
Yeah, she does. I've never seen her up close and personal, but even the photos.
Huh?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean,
yeah, so cool.
a nod to their cool factor and
Yes.
also their musicianship.
Right
Obviously,
on.
they're extremely successful with what they do.
Yeah, but
musically.
then I worked a practice at Nationwide for the NCAA tournament. The teams were just practicing that day, so they just wanted us there just in case. So I'm walking around. This was like a week after we saw Kiss. So I'm walking around, and I look underneath the bleachers, and I see this piece of paper. It's Kiss's set list with notes on it, laying there where the stage was. So I go over and I just...
Right.
Yeah, and I still
still have it? Did you frame it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. So cool.
Did you go to Michael's and do a Kiss thing and then have that
Oh.
in as a part, like in a little? See, look, Lisa.
Like a shadow box?
Lisa's she perked right up.
Yeah.
A shadow box of
Yeah.
that. Anyway, no. See what I do is that my mind goes off into some
Oh,
left turn at Albuquerque.
That's
all the
because
time.
we both have CDO, right?
I may have other things. I'm
Well,
getting tests.
if you
I'm just really stressed out.
If you truly have that, you can't
Yeah.
call it OCD because it has to be in alphabetical order. CDO.
There's truth to that, in my opinion. I agree with you.
Yeah. It's a struggle, isn't it?
Finding the truth is a bigger struggle.
Finding the
mister.
truth is a bigger struggle. You're
You
right.
ever struggle with finding the truth?
I do. Yeah.
How do you cope?
I married the most beautiful woman in the world, and
I like to meet her.
now go look in the mirror, babe.
There you go.
But the grandsons, having them over.
Beautiful.
I mean, what? How did Lane sing "Happy Birthday" today? Happy birthday, excuse you. That's what he thinks the words are. So,
Birthday, excuse you.
happy birthday, excuse you.
Yeah.
So, but great. It's just
They play your guitars too.
yeah. They play my guitars. So did you get that picture I sent you of my double neck?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
That's,
I couldn't respond. I've been working all day.
Yeah.
With my thing, but
yeah.
that's a gorgeous guitar. What's the story with that?
It's called a K-tone, and
Do you perform with it?
I haven't yet. I'm
Okay.
scared to
Why?
because it's so big.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. But I bought it for $150 off a kid in Amanda that wanted to sell it, and I took it to a friend of mine named Nevada Hart. He's a luthier that lives in Chillicothe, and he fixed the amp. He fixed the pickup in it for me and put a toggle switch.
Nice.
Because before it just had a pickup in the 6 string, and so when you played the 12, you couldn't hear it. But now I have a toggle switch, and I can play the 12. It's just a massive guitar.
It looked like it was massive.
It's beautiful.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And it looked like it would sound really.
It does. It does. It sounds really
know.
great. Yeah. So, and I've got a Framus 12 string, an old German Framus 12 string.
Those are. You can get a little one of those guys with a soul in it.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe it might. The way your face is lighting up when you
Yeah.
talk about your famous guitar.
Yeah. And I've got a Washburn 6 string, and I've got a couple silver tones.
Really?
And I let the grandsons play those.
No, are those electric silver
They're
tones?
acoustics.
Okay.
I have an Epiphone electric that I bought off a friend. It looks like an Angus Young guitar, but I don't
That's
play
cheap.
it. I just don't
Type
play
style.
it. Electric's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I got a mandolin and a banjo that she bought me a few years ago. My grandpa bought me a banjo right after he bought me the guitar when I was 8, and bought me the Earl Scruggs book and record about how to learn how to play banjo, and I could never pick it up.
Wow.
I could never pick it up. But, it's...
Banjo is a calling.
Yeah.
Like anything else, I think. I think guitar's always been popular just because of all the guitar wizards that,
Yeah.
in our lifetime that we've lived, have come out of that period of time.
My goodness, what a great time to be alive for you and me. I couldn't imagine. I'm sure that people before us have said this, but I can't imagine being a kid these days as far as music.
Well, they're speaking in the air and saying, "I want to hear about it," and it goes on their phone. Siri drums it up, and it's something
They
that
don't know the
create.
struggle of getting.
But they think they're creating music.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's kind of happening. I wonder. Like, we talked a little bit about Rush, did we? Are you a Rush fan?
Oh, yeah.
So 2112, the first time you heard that, and you hear the waterfall going, and that was the first time Neil Peart had actually had influence in that three-piece band, right?
Yeah.
It was 2112. 2112 was the start of that whole bombastic,
Sure was.
era of Rush. And the words of Ayn Rand's spirited lyrics of finding that acoustic guitar in a cave somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a glimpse of,
Sure. That didn't work so well for Kiss with the Elder.
It didn't, because Kiss is a different
But
Kiss
I have this
is.
book. The Elder is considered Kiss's worst album. But I have a book, a 700-page book that somebody wrote about the Elder. How many bands have
The meaning behind it.
700-page book written about their worst album?
Kiss has more things than it should.
Yeah.
But it's an iconic experience.
Same way with Rush,
I don't know, man. Rush is real special.
Oh, I love them.
Sine Wave, Collision. Those three dudes.
Best Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech ever by Alex Lifeson. Blah, 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 blah. But I'll do Limelight sometimes acoustic. I'll do Closer to the Heart.
Really?
Yeah. But my friend of mine wanted me to play a song they have called Making Memories. I'm trying to learn it. I just don't know it like I know Red Barchetta and stuff I don't know it to play it out through my ear. But,
I read that song in particular. I think that's maybe ranks up with one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so emotional. And it conjures up so much imagery and good memories. And it's just really, I don't know, a jewel piece of that band.
Sure is.
What's your favorite Rush song?
Limelight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely Limelight.
2112 for me is probably my favorite album.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to do that.
I know.
But the impact that it made on me, and Kiss Alive, right around the same time, 74-ish. A lot of great music coming out then.
I mean,
all over the damn place.
I mean, at that same time when all that stuff's coming out, also Beach Boys' Endless Summer.
Yeah, dude. Stop. That's a killer song.
Goodness gracious.
I love it.
Old Waylon with Lukenbach, Texas on it. Just, Willie and Waylon with, Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. It was all the 70s. My goodness.
I know.
It was just, it didn't matter what it was, people are jamming to it, And there's just so much great music. And, in the 80s and the 90s, I'm at Ohio State and I'm going and seeing Soundgarden at the distillery.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I know. Good for you.
Spoons, man,
Right there.
And going to the Newport and seeing Paul Stanley solo, seeing Ace Frehley solo, seeing Loverboy play at Newport. Archie saw...
What a jewel he is.
He saw Ace at QFM, he saw Ace at the Newport. Asked Ace to draw his makeup on his arm.
Yeah.
Called his buddy, he was a tattoo artist, and got the tattoo done that night, and he still has it on his arm. So yeah. But stuff like that. I got into a band at Ohio State, and we played at Presley's, which is old Zacharias Red Eye. We played at the South Heidelberg, played some parties. I did a little bit of that in college too, but not a whole lot. But it's just amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
And you're amazing.
Well, I'd like to give... I'm a team guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to some people and places down where we live.
Yes.
That,
Let's do it.
I have some musicians, Gypsy Kings is where you start.
Absolutely.
Stages with Stacy McNichols. They do so much great stuff. There's a band called Simple Harvest. It's all kids that went to Logan Elm. Amazing musicians.
Wow.
All learned from Marty.
Wow.
Country and rock.
Country and rock. They have a rock show and a country show. Travis Brown, local legend. Pete Blevins, God rest his soul. He's one of the first ones I learned from.
Wow.
Jack Middleton used to let me play during his breaks, and a hell of a harp player. Robbie Adams, a fireman buddy of mine from Commercial Point, and also Sean Avery, two good friends of mine that play acoustic.
Nice.
Great guys. Lori Pritchard is plays around Circleville and Chillicothe. Great talent. A guy named Puma Reveal. I don't know what his real name is, but that's what he goes by. He's great. Cade Harper. He owns this bar called The Page where I play. It's a coffee shop during the day and a bar at night. He's a great guitar player. Angelo Snyder. He lives in Grove City, but he went to high school with my son, and he plays a lot down there. Talent. Nevada Hart, who's my luthier and also a spectacular guitar player, played with Willie Nelson and played with Johnny Paycheck. He had a story about Johnny Paycheck where he was playing steel guitar for Johnny Paycheck, and Johnny was deep into the IRS, so he had to play benefit concert, and all the money went to pay off his taxes. But he had to take the song "Take This Job and Shove It" and change the words to "Take This Country and Love It." And he said Johnny about threw up every night when he had to sing that song.
Oh my God!
But Johnny's down from that way in Greenfield.
Yeah.
And spent a little time in the prison there, about 5 minutes from our house.
No
Him and David Allen Coe.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do you know the story?
Well,
is it public knowledge?
They say that they were in prison there at the same time, and that Johnny Cash came and played a show for him at the Ross County Prison.
Nice.
So that's just right down from our house. One of the kids that I had at my open mic, his name's Bryson Blair. He's also the drum major for Logan Elm marching band, but he's all over the place. A percussionist friend of mine named Kevin Seal, who's played for national artists, just a great talent. He's all down there. And then you got the people that help us. Kevin Clifton is a great sound man. Doug and Starlene Baird have this thing called Ohio Country Showcase.
Nice.
And you email them your gigs, and they put them out on Facebook. And just great support people. And you can't beat that. You got to have that kind of stuff.
You do. Absolutely.
As far as
and there's a partnership there that's a trusted, relationship that grows over time.
Yeah.
You don't mess with that.
Right. And as far as venues down there, Tavern 62.
Oh, right on.
I played there quite a bit.
I love that place.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a couple bands there.
Yep. Beck's Garage in Commercial Point.
Lots of places for live music.
Tavern 22 in Amanda.
Right on.
I just got another gig there.
Good.
Possum Holler Pizza in Obetz.
Right on.
Wonderful. Of course, we talked about Alibis. You go to Western Pickaway County, you got Dog Ugly in Williamsport. Shout out to Scott and Angie Kahn. You got Smitty's, who I was playing the night before I came and watched you. It was in New Holland, and I just had to drive about 15 minutes up to Hammer
That's
Time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for doing that.
Oh,
man.
Absolutely, man.
You caught me on, I think, my third gig or something.
You guys are great. Jimbo's down in South Bloomingville, a legendary biker bar, Jimbo's.
Jimbo.
Great place to play. Pine Creek Horseman's Camp. I played down there. Beautiful venue. Kelly Joe's in Asheville. Black Diamond, Watt Street Tavern, Gantz Pizza, and Zwicker House, all in Circleville. Great places. Village Inn and King's Inn, our little town called of Kingston there. I played at both those places. There's a brewery out in Frankfort called Austin Mill. Beautiful place. I played there. We have wineries. Naz Winery, Manchester Hill Winery, RXR Winery. I played all those.
Wow.
Tarleton Town Tavern. Brewery 33 down in Logan. I played there. Old Capitol Brewing in Chillicothe. 50 West Brewing in Chillicothe. I mentioned the Page, but those are all just great music venues that are not, like you said, not too far from Columbus.
Right.
It's a nice little drive.
Right.
It's a beautiful area down there. She is so proud of. She went to Circleville High School, and that's the thing she loves to do most by being a bartender is turning people on to what's going on. Old Man's Cave, Rock House, all that down there.
Yeah.
She loves that most about her job as a tourist. So.
Oh yeah, meeting people.
Oh yeah.
All good.
So yeah. It's a great area, and it's a great area for music, and I love it, and I love playing down there, and it's not too far to drive, but I do love Columbus is still very special to me, as far as music goes and everything.
Yeah.
It's been my job for the past 30 years.
Right on.
So yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
It is beautiful, and you're a beautiful guy, man.
Well, I appreciate that, man. So are you. Right back at you.
You're weaving it in because it is the universal language.
It is.
And you're leveraging it into making it a priority, and it's awesome to see. It's something that sometimes people have no idea.
And music is music.
Yeah.
If you are a heavy metal fan, if you're into Metallica, if you're into Megadeth, and you watch a video from the 1930s of Bill Monroe, that's where heavy metal came from. Those guys are playing so fast on those mandolins, guitars, and banjos.
Yeah.
That is where that came from.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's all tied together. We'll be driving in the car, and my playlist will go from, Engelbert Humperdinck to, Slayer to Insane Clown Posse. I mean, she's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing.
There's nothing wrong with me. I just love music.
I do.
That's all.
I do.
I know, man.
I do.
Good for you.
Appreciate that.
Brian Weiskittle.
Yes, sir.
Man, your album is coming out. You got another one.
My album's
coming
out. My album's, yeah.
Your water.
My Tales from the Firehouse Kitchen Table. Yeah. And I think the next album is going to be more of a family album, stuff about, I wrote a song called I've Drank Every Beer, and it's set to the tune of I've Been Everywhere by Johnny Cash, and I just go down and name all these beers.
Nice.
And that's always a hit.
That's your song?
That's my song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's my song.
Dude, I can't wait to catch your show. Are you fully booked for 26?
I don't.
You're just kind of trying to go through. Just if life hits you one month, you're going to take a break.
That's kind of how it's worked for me.
Good for you.
They know they can rely on me. They know that I'm not going to give them a false social security number if they want me to fill out a 1099.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But I just, like yesterday, Tavern 22 got a hold of me. Give me your open dates for the next 2 months. Yeah. I've got some things in the summer, like a couple benefits I do. I go back home to Indian Lake and play for the Logan County Bikers for kids. We do that in October, and we raise a ton of money for the Logan County kids for around Bell Fountain and Indian Lake and Quincy for Christmas. I got a few private gigs I do that are already booked. But yeah, and I go down to this little town on the other side of Athens called Amesville, and I play their firemen's festival for them. And it's just stuff like that. And I when I do these benefits, people want to pay me. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm a professional fireman. I'm doing this for these volunteers. Take the money you were going to give me, have them buy, a thermal imaging camera, or put money towards a thermal imaging camera, or coffee for the firehouse or something. I don't do this for the money. It's so I can buy double neck acoustic guitars.
Got your number, Brian.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah, but
wow,
it's so cool. It's just so, I just can't say enough about it. Music has really been my life. And I used to be a big sports guy. I used to be big into the Reds and Ohio State and the Bengals, and I'm just not much into that anymore. I'm more into music and
right on. Yeah.
I mean, I just got done watching that Beatles anthology. Wow. Kathy and I watched the Diddy, the 4-part Diddy thing. I mean, he did kill Tupac. That's for sure. Yeah. So
there you have it. You heard it from Brian first. I don't know. I didn't see it. Yeah, I'll look it up.
It's something else.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
almost as bad as the Jared from Subway documentary.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I saw the condensed version on YouTube or something. Like through a shorty or something.
Pretty sure he's getting plenty of footlongs in prison right now.
Stop that! I don't edit anything, dude. I don't. It's out there. Is that a problem?
You don't have a
okay,
filter.
Got it. All right. Well, see, we know Brian now. There's no filter and it's all good.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
Kathy has to tell me all the time we are not at the firehouse.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Brian, believe it or not, you are a giant walking among us.
Oh.
You're one of those guys.
I'm 6'4". So.
You're gonna ramble through the busted door to burn down facility. You're gonna grab whatever you can grab and just save, right? And you're using music to offset everything. It's a good thing.
It really is.
It's a great story. You're blessed.
You just need to find something else to do besides this job. When you have a 24-hour shift and you lose a few people, you just have to, because she understands.
Mm-hmm.
When I get home, I might want to tell her about my day first off, but I might not.
Right.
But she just wants me to cut the grass and empty the dishwasher. So.
Oh, her face is saying otherwise, man. She's got a big smile. You guys are cute. You're awesome.
Thank you. She's very cool. She's the love of my life.
Awesome.
Yep. I knew it when I first saw her. I wrote a song about when I first met her. So.
There you have it. You get that going. It's tough to think otherwise,
I didn't feel the same way.
Well, sometimes it happens that way.
Yeah.
I've been there too.
Yeah.
It took a minute.
You don't push anything. Just kind of whatever happens.
Let it roll.
Let it roll. Absolutely.
That's a good Charlie Daniels band song.
There's no controlling people. There's no no crystal ball. You do your best.
Yeah.
Just do it.
You do. You do your best, and a lot of people struggle with this job, and I just say if you lead with love, everything will just fall into place.
You're right.
If you walk in that door and treat those people like family,
right. You assume that you're gonna be a positive impact here, right?
The times we have had cardiac arrests in the home, and we've had to, there's nothing we can do for them. I always I offer to hold hands with the family and say a prayer, because that's their loved one laying right there. And I tried everything I could, but sometimes you just God's in charge of that. God's in charge of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember staying alive obviously is our CPR thing, but one night this guy he overdosed on drugs and he went into cardiac arrest, and I'm humming this song to myself during the whole time when I'm starting IVs, pushing meds, and my partner says, "What was that song you were humming?" I was humming 5 to 1 by the Doors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have no idea why.
Vibration.
Yeah.
Lots there, Brian. Don't get me down that black hole.
Oh, that's another one. Jim Morris.
What?
Goodness.
What about it?
Jim, you go down that hole of
all
the Doors.
That, man. All that.
Goodness gracious.
Thank you so much for sharing so much.
Thank you, Len. Len, this is such an honor. I can't believe it.
It's my honor, dude.
Yeah.
It's my honor. And I'm so happy that you're kicking off 2026, the 3rd season of Columbus Local Podcast.
My goodness.
This guy right here.
Yeah. And John Schwab has been on here. Oh, my goodness.
John, what a jewel. He really, and he's going to come back.
My name's
back.
Bert. Might be.
You're coming back too, man.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah, heck yeah. Like, when these events come up, let's just work it in. You help get a little visibility. You're a hardworking guy.
I appreciate
music.
that. I really appreciate
and it's,
that.
Where else you going to get to this type of a opportunity to, say what you need to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's all good, man.
It is all good. It is all good.
And I like meeting Lisa too.
Yeah, Lisa's great.
And I am going to go to Delphi, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Probably in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring cash. It's cash only and beer only.
I'm okay with that.
No liquor.
And I really don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't much
and
either.
it just, for me, I'm so about water and just
watching the
clean,
band.
Just really focus on music and not worry so much about the things that are not necessarily going to get in the way of enjoyment. Right? It's
right.
like focus on the positive, and we'll deal with life as life occurs, and it's all good.
It is all good. You got to surf that wave, like that song I wrote in 8th grade.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Surf that wave, man. You gonna re-release that?
Yeah, I think it might be on the next album.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll keep an eye out for that one.
I appreciate that, Lynn.
All right, man. Quincy, Ohio, born. Career, Columbus Fire Department.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Brian Weiskittle.
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, it used to have an L on the end. It used to be EL on the end, but my grandpa's name was Adolf, and back in the 30s,
Trouble.
it was very hard to be German in this
Yeah.
country, and he wanted to be a businessman, so he switched the
LE?
two of our last name. If you go around the world, any other Weiskittles is spelled EL.
Wow.
So
Same with my my mother's people. It's
that right?
It's an interesting spelling.
yeah,
Both sides of that. It's interesting.
yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks
for making it special. And looking forward to playing a couple tunes with you. You know, just one-on-one. It'll
Yeah.
be fun to do that.
I'm glad you're my new friend.
You
Glad you're my new
can
friend.
you can criticize my play, or not criticize, but I mean I'd look for a little feedback, a
Whatever.
casual jam, and then we'll we'll keep an eye out for your next show. Come
great.
back and do another episode.
Yes, sir.
And so thanks
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Episode number 134. Thank you. Bye bye.